I'm here with Will Clarke from Champion System. Will, you had a really good ride yesterday at the National Championships and you've won yourself a selection for the Uni SA team. Was that always a goal of yours, to come out of this championships with a selection for that race?
Yeah, I just wanted to come to nationals really and have a good race and try and get a good result, which happened. And then, yeah, I was also hoping that, yeah, with a good result, that I'd also be up for the Uni SA team.
In terms of your aspirations for Two Down Under, it's a race that potentially could suit you. I mean, do you have high hopes?
Well, I'm going a fair bit better than this time last year when I raced it last year with Leopard Trek. So hopefully, maybe I can. I'm not sure what the team tactics will be in Uni SA because we'll probably have quite a strong team with a few sprinters, and then maybe a few of us will be looking for some breakaway moves as well.
Tell us about the race yesterday. I mean, it was quite a few Tasmanians in sort of like the main animators.
Yeah.
It's probably like a really good time for Tasmanian cycling, but talk us through that sort of the last, say, 5 or 6 laps. I mean, you were in that quite dangerous move at one point with about 6 or 7 other guys, and
Yeah.
that looked like it might stay away. What were you thinking at that point?
Yeah, when I was away with, I think there was about 8 of us, and I thought, yeah, this is probably it because I think there was 4 Green Edge riders and then 4 other riders, and then a bigger group of probably about 10 or 15 more riders actually caught us, which I wasn't really expecting because there was 4 Green Edge, but I think Sky, because they didn't have a rider in there, had worked to bring that gap back.
Were you surprised it came back?
Yes and no, because there seemed to be breaks and coming and going all the time, but yeah, I did think it probably would have stayed away, and maybe a few riders had come across, but not such a big group.
Was it a little bit frustrating having so many Green Age riders in the race?
Yeah, a little bit, because it was sort of a bit of a gamble at times to who to follow and what's exactly to do. But then you just sort of figured out who was the stronger ones and the better ones to follow.
Well, you picked up the sprint classification in the end. Was that ever sort of something you were going out and looking for, or was it something that you even started to consider once you were out there in the breaks? Do you start thinking, oh, maybe I'll pick up a few points and see how this goes?
Not really, because I was in an earlier break with Stuart O'Grady and Pat Shaw, and I think I must have got a few points there, but because I was sort of in the front for a long time, I think I just must have picked them up by doing that, I think, but it wasn't really a goal. It was just sort of to hang in there and try and finish up the front at the end, really.
You were in the same team as Andy and Frank Schleck last year with Leopard. Tell us about how that experience has sort of changed your perspective a little bit.
It was I did a lot of racing last year, but it was really good for me to see that sort of coming from Genesis the year before, and just to see that sort of level of racing and see how it's done. I think it made me a lot stronger though, because of the number of race days I did. It was a good experience for me.
And I mean, obviously the team sort of has merged, and that's left a lot of riders displaced, including yourself. I mean, was there ever a chance? I mean, in terms of the negotiations with the team, were they saying, "Oh, Will, are you going to stay on?" Or what? Tell us how it happened in October. I mean, what was the consensus?
Yeah, it all happened pretty quick, and I think there was 10 or so of us who were unlucky to be let go, but I suppose that's what happened with the merger. So it was a bit frustrating like that. We sort of found out a bit late, but luckily I found a good team in Champion System, and I'm really looking forward to racing with them this year.
And just quickly, I mean, Champion System, they seem like they've got a lot of ambitions, and interesting as well because it's Asian based and they've got quite a few Australian riders. What sort of program can you expect to be racing with them?
Yeah, well, actually, they've put together a pretty good program so far. So, actually, I'm pretty sure we're doing a tour of Qatar and Oman to start with, and the team will also be doing a tour of Langkawi. So, we've got some pretty good early season races coming up. So, I think, the team's pretty G'd up for all them.
And what has Ed Beeman or any of those guys sort of said to you in terms of how much are they expecting from you to perform? I mean, are you considered one of the team leaders or?
Well, I'm not really sure yet. They haven't really put too much pressure on me yet, but hopefully I can step up and get some results for the team this year is my aim. Yeah.
Will Clarke, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.